What's up? It's me, Marie, and today I have some confessions to make. The reason I wanted to make this video is to kind of dispel the myths that you have to do certain things or be a certain kind of person to be a successful vegan. So, without further ado, confession number one is I do not like to cook. I just don't enjoy it. I don't feel that I'm like personally very good at it. Like I can follow a recipe, but I am like in no way a recipe creator or recipe developer. So pretty much I'm just like you. I feel like I spend most of my days in the kitchen because I have 4 young growing boys and I'm an eater too. And we eat lots of like fresh food, so there's lots of chopping and dicing, and anyway, like I'll do it, I have to do it, right? But I don't dig it. So you don't have to enjoy cooking to be a successful vegan. There are so many quick vegan options now, and depending on what part of the country or the world you're in, you probably even have pre-made or grab-and-go vegan options in your local grocery store or health food store. So you don't have to love cooking to be a vegan. This leads me to confession number 2, which is I do not make everything at home. I don't make everything from scratch. I think it's kind of a myth that you have to put like a ton of work into veganism or vegan food, and you just don't, you know? Like one of our favorite staples is Near East boxed couscous, which is so good. It is so tasty. Everyone in my family likes it. Even my non-veg or non-vegan family members love it, and they eat it with, you know, non-vegan foods. But it's just like a really satisfying, tasty, and nutrient-dense food. It has a lot of protein. It's got fiber, and it's satisfying. It's an excellent base or side dish. So, you know, you just kind of play around with that and just throw a can of beans and some veggies on there, and you're like golden, right? And an avocado. You can't forget the avocado. So it doesn't take a lot of work to be a vegan. You don't have to make everything from scratch to be a successful vegan. Okay, confession number 3. I am not a total health nut. So I don't fast or cleanse or anything like that because I'm hungry. And I don't want to starve myself for like clear skin or better digestion or whatever. For me personally, I don't feel like it would be like a healthy, helpful thing. I feel like I would just be super like angry all day and feisty, and I can't be that way. I want to be the most patient partner and the most patient parent, and just if I'm not eating, it's not gonna happen. So you don't have to fast or cleanse or juice or anything like that to be a vegan. Of course, if you feel good doing that, if it, you know, if it works for you, if you like that sort of thing, obviously you can continue doing that or start doing that on a vegan diet and be successful, but it's not necessary. I know Mike the Vegan and probably Unnatural Vegan have videos on intermittent fasting, juice cleansing, and you know, whether those things are actually healthy. I'm not an authority, so I'm not gonna say one way or the other. I'm just gonna say it does not work for me. I've never done water fasting or intermittent fasting or anything like that because I eat when I'm hungry, and that seems good to me. It makes sense for me. Confession number 4, I don't eat clean, which I don't know, it sounds kind of weird, right? But it's like a thing to eat clean or be whole foods plant-based, which is beautiful and lovely and healthy, and it's great if that works for you. But I love vegan pizza, vegan burgers, vegan chocolate Daiya cheesecake every now and then, and I pretty much don't limit myself on those things. Obviously, I eat them in moderation, and I also eat them in conjunction with like a huge fresh salad and fresh fruit smoothies and things like that. So I still eat tons of fresh food, but I am not whole foods plant-based, which brings me to my next confession, number 5. I still eat junk food and fast food. Junk food, right? I don't really like that term. Let's call it vegan processed food. So I still eat boxed and frozen convenience vegan foods. If a fast food chain starts offering a vegan burger like Carl's Jr. or White Castle or any of the numerous places that are now offering vegan fast foods, including the Impossible Burger is at Universal. There are Beyond Burgers and Beyond Sausages at Disney World. Carl's Jr. has the Beyond Burger now. Just so many places. A&W has a Beyond Burger. I am there. Like, count me in, call me up, let's go. I am so totally in, and it's gonna be awesome. Like, I'm not avoiding these things. I love supporting vegan companies. And also I think it's really important that we show these fast food chains that we like these changes that they're making. We need to vote with our dollars and let them know that the demand for vegan fast food is on the rise and that they are moving in the right direction. Confession number 6. I eat all the things. I don't have any diet restrictions whatsoever. I eat what I'm craving. I eat what makes me feel good. I don't have any digestive issues. I eat fats, I eat salt, I eat sugar in moderation. Sometimes I have coffee. I love soy. I eat tofu pretty much every day. I eat gluten. Freaking wheat is chewy and fragrant and amazing. Also, another thing about gluten-free versus whole grain is that generally, and this isn't across the board, but generally whole grains tend to have way more nutrients than gluten-free items. I find this is especially true with gluten-free breads versus whole grain breads, and gluten-free pastas versus whole grain pastas. Whole grain pastas tend to have plenty of fiber and protein and B vitamins, and the ingredients are simple. It's usually like whole wheat or whole buckwheat, or you get the point, right? Whereas with gluten-free, it's like this conglomeration of random white rice flour or corn flour and a bunch of random like starches all mixed in, and there's hardly any protein and there's not a ton of fiber. And if you're not gluten intolerant, which I'm not, I wouldn't recommend gluten-free foods. If you don't have to do it, you know, don't make your diet complicated. If you're just transitioning to veganism, your diet is going to be more sustainable if you eat things that are satisfying and nutritious. So not all vegans eat a restricted or limited diet. Confession number 7, I did not go vegan for my health. Obviously, there are numerous health benefits to being vegan: lower cholesterol, lower rates of heart disease, lower rates of cancer, and I might also include some links below in the description. There are numerous health benefits, weight loss for some people, but for me, when I first went vegan, I was only 16 years old, so I was basically perfect health-wise. I mean, I didn't have any issues. I just filmed and uploaded my vegan story last week, so I'm just gonna link that below and you can hear the full story there. But I have always been an ethical vegan. Confession number 8, I do not go to the gym every day or ever. I know a lot of vegans, especially on Instagram and YouTube, are super fit and healthy and strong, and that's amazing. And one day I might be one of those vegans, but right now I am a stay-at-home, full-time homeschool educator to 4 little guys, and I just don't have time or expendable income to get to the gym right now. So what I'll usually do is yoga, or I will ride my bike with the boys. Like, I'll pull a couple of my kids in the trailer, and there'll be one up front in the bike seat, and you can see a picture of what that kind of looks like on my Instagram. It's ridiculous, but it definitely gets me out of the house, getting some fresh sunshine, getting some exercise. I also lift weights at home sometimes, and I mean like tiny little weights, but you know, I'm 30 now and I want to keep my bones strong and healthy, so I'm lifting weights for that resistance on my bone. But you don't have to be like a full-on gym beast to be a successful vegan. Confession number 9, and this one is shocking. I am a vegan and I sometimes get sick. Seriously though, veganism is a healthier diet overall than an animal-based diet, but it is not a holy grail cure-all. Vegans are just human, right? We're just people who choose to not eat animal products. And while that does make us healthier overall, as far as heart health and gut health and body weight is concerned, we do get sick. Being vegan and avoiding animal products doesn't make you 100% immune to bacteria, right? So I sometimes get sick. It's actually pretty rare that me or the kids get sick, but it does happen, you know? Sometimes we get the sniffles, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that your vegan diet has failed you. It just means that you're a human living in a really biodiverse world, and not all of those bacteria are great, and sometimes they get into your body, and it's just part of the human experience, guys. It's okay. Okay, we've made it to confession number 10, and if you are a longtime subscriber, then you already know this, but my last confession is I relapsed on my vegan diet, which means I first went vegan 14 years ago, but I have not been vegan the entire 14 years. I had a little relapse during my twin pregnancy. If you want to hear more about that, you can check out my vegan story, which I'm going to link in the description. The reason I wanted to share this one in my vegan confession is because I don't want anyone to think that vegans don't make mistakes. So the main point of this last confession is, if you're still transitioning to veganism and you slip up, it's okay. It's okay to start again the next day. Just do the best you can and keep going. You don't have to be perfect from the start. Even OG vegans like me have slipped up or relapsed before. Okay, I decided to do a bonus confession here. So this, for reals, is the last one. Bonus, or number 11 confession, is I am not completely disgusted by meat. I didn't go vegan because I thought meat was just disgusting. Just like you, I grew up eating meat. So I'm not disgusted by it, right? I used to love turkey bacon, like turkey bacon BLT, give me all of that. We need to be real about that too, okay? Obviously, I'm not gonna eat that now, but I definitely will indulge in some vegan bacon BLTs these days because stuff's good, right? So I'm not disgusted by meat, I'm disgusted by the impact and the cruelty that factory farming and the animal food industry perpetuates. If you enjoy the taste of meat, you can still be a successful vegan because there are so many yummy alternatives. You have to try more than one thing because we're all so different. Like, you can't just try one vegan cheese or one vegan burger and then write them all off if you didn't like the taste of that one. You really have to try like maybe a handful until you find the one that you really love. Just keep trying, keep experimenting with different ways to prepare those foods, and most likely you'll find something that works for you and satisfies your cravings. And it doesn't make you a bad person if you enjoy the taste of meat. Most likely your mother was eating meat when she was pregnant with you, and your brain and body are hardwired to enjoy those things. It's gonna take some time for your taste buds to change, and that's okay. So that's it. Those are my 11, because you got a bonus, vegan confessions. I hope this video was helpful or relatable to you. If it was, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget, if you're new here, to subscribe to my channel below. Click that little red button, because my next video is going to be my 1K giveaway to say thank you to you guys for 1,000 subscribers. So I'll see you in the next one.